as the outside world left Rwanda to its fate. One UN soldier in Kigali was taking matters into his own hands. Capt Mbaye Diagne of Senegal was an unarmed UN observer, renowned for his ability to charm his way past the killers.
He's a tall guy. And he had the smile, a big toothy smile. Even in all this, gore and hatred, as long as you can have that brief glimpse of, a smile or something to laugh about that's good, you grab onto it. And with Mbaye, I think that's what everybody did. At all those checkpoints, they all knew him.
From the first hours of the genocide, Captain Mbaye had ignored orders to remain neutral. He had rescued the children of Prime Minister Ragath, hiding them in a closet while their mother was being killed. Based at the Hotel Mille Collines, a safe haven in the center of Kigali, Captain Mbaye was part of a group of UN observers whose very presence was often enough to keep the killers at bay.
These guys didn't move. This heart of observers, the gang that stayed at the Mille Collines, there were 7 or 8 of them, that particular group, on their own initiative, would go to places where people told there might be people hidden, and they would get them out and bring them to either Mille Collines or another safe place that we had. And Diagne was one of those leaders in that. I mean, he was evident, courageous, and risk-taking.
But even General Dallaire didn't realize the full extent of Captain Mbaye's secret rescue missions.
We'd see in this back room in Amahoro Hotel, the headquarters, large groups of people that all of a sudden appeared and then the next day were gone. We began to put together that Mbaye was bringing people from all over town to the headquarters and then evacuating them or having them picked up and taken to safety elsewhere.
I knew what Mbaye Diagne was doing. I had a very, very strong suspicion, put it that way, of what he was doing. And had I investigated, I could have found out. I didn't want to find out. I didn't want to say, there is a Senegalese officer saving people in this town. You can imagine what the impact of that would have been. He would have been killed.
While observers like Captain Mbaye were saving hundreds of lives, General Dallaire had a plan to save tens of thousands by creating more safe havens like the few his troops were already protecting in Kigali.
Dallaire had a plan which was basically to secure football stadiums in every town around Rwanda. Football stadiums were particularly defendable areas because they had large concrete stands. And if you have 50 soldiers with guns on the top of those stands, you can stop people coming in to kill people, basically. So I think it was very doable if there had been a much bigger UN, not that much bigger, a few thousand well-armed UN soldiers.
General, you do say that people are being killed, taken out of fight in Capt Mbaye. What can the UN do about it?
Send me troops.
Will you send a troop?
What more do you want me to say? I'm waiting here. So send me troops.